What it is, guys, your boy King Mike D Games here, back with a quick video here for you. Got a request on my Facebook game page that someone wanted to see my PS1 collection. As you can see, this is it right here. I don't have that many. The PS1 is starting to become very expensive to collect for. It's very sought after, so I'm kind of getting the ones that I really are interested in and really want. So let me just jump right into it really quick without further ado. First game we have here is an original PlayStation 1 long box. It's called Destruction Derby. Haven't played this game before. I just got it, I think it was like 50 cents at the Goodwill. I believe actually I played Destruction Derby 2 on PC a long time ago. So I haven't played this version of it though. But it's nice to always have an original PlayStation long box game. So there's that one. Next I have is Agile Warrior. Can't even see because it's something covering it. I think it's Agile Warrior FX. So I have not played this game either. Again, this game costs like 50 cents at the Goodwill. Yeah, I haven't played it before. Like I said, it's always good to have the original long box. A lot of people forget about these, like we're the originals. So there's that one. Next I have here Alien Trilogy. Got this for a pretty good price. I got this for like, I think it was like $10, which might not be a good price for a lot of people, but it's complete, and of course it's an Alien game. You can't go wrong with Alien. And then it looked pretty clean, pretty complete. So I picked it up for, I think, a pretty decent price. Next up, I don't think I have the case for this one, but it's Spyro. Spyro the Dragon. Who hasn't played Spyro? I mean, this is one of the PlayStation mascots along with Crash Bandicoot. You never go wrong with a good old Spyro game. And right here I have an Action Replay. I'm not sure if you guys know, of course you guys should, but Action Replay back in the day was a thing to have. I mean, any codes you wanted, you can put them in yourself, save them to a memory card, so next time you boot it back up, the codes will be in here. A very cool thing to have. So I picked this up. I'm not sure how much I paid for this, but I just had to have it because it reminded me of my childhood, because I had one of these. As long with Game Shark too. Game Sharks are becoming hard to find. Move this out the way. Next I have the SmackDown series for PlayStation 1. Like I said in my PlayStation 2 video, I'm a huge wrestling fan. So these two really remind me of my childhood. I remember picking up these games. Man, SmackDown 2, especially my favorite. Played a lot of that. This brings back a lot of memories of me growing up. Next, I have the next two wrestling games that I have is WWF Attitude and WWF Warzone. I mean, what can you say? I mean, these were also huge for the Nintendo 64. These games were also big, man. Love them, man. These, just like I said, this brings back a nostalgia, when I was coming up. So love these wrestling games. Love them, love them. Next I have WCW Nitro. I wasn't a big WCW fan, always been WWF, WWE fan. I picked this up, I think it was pretty reasonable, so that's why I got it. But you can never go wrong with a decent wrestling game. It wasn't okay, it wasn't that good to me actually. I really didn't get into it. I was more into the SmackDown, so it just reminds me again of my childhood because I remember playing it as a kid. Next up, a fun game, Tetris Plus. What can you say about Tetris? It's a fun, basic, but yet simple, but it's fun and entertaining, especially when you have other people that plays with you. I mean, it's all about being strategic, being smart, and moving against the time. So, very fun game. Next up, another one of my favorites, Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo. This is a fun game. It's like Street Fighter, but a puzzle at the same time. So, every time you knock down the colors, you're hitting your opponent on the other side, and basically you keep going till the other person gets knocked out. So whoever gets the most, whoever lasts the longest, basically wins the game. It's pretty cool. I like it a lot. Next is a classic, another one of I think it's one of my favorite games of all time, man, entertaining. Parappa the Rapper. Very amusing game for its time. And the rhymes actually sound better than today's rap. I'm not gonna lie. Rapper the Rapper. I also have part two. I have part two for PS2. I haven't played part two yet, but the rhymes in this game was just sick. It was funny, entertaining, and very cool. So you never go wrong with this game. If you guys see this game, pick it up if you don't have it. Next, two. We got Street Skater 2 and Motor Racer 2. Motor Racer 2, I remember playing part 1. I don't believe I played part 2. Don't believe I played it yet. And Street Skater 2, have not played it. So if any of you guys have played either one of these, let me know what you think of them. Street Skater 2, I think I want to try it out because I think this one, it says you can make your own like skate park too. I'm thinking all kind of stuff. So yeah, gonna check that out. Next up, moving along, we have a classic right here, Need for Speed High Stakes. I think this really started it all for the Need for Speed games. I mean, very fun, very cool. The graphics don't hold up to these days standards, but I still get a kick out of it still playing it. So I don't have no big problems with it. I still like it. I can still jump into it today and still like playing it. So pretty fun game. Next up, Medieval 2. I had the first one and loved it. Really fun. I think I have one for PS3. They came out with one for the PlayStation 3, and you can use like the what are those things called? The little things you can use for the PlayStation VR. They have like some motion sensor for it for the PS3. But yeah, Medieval 2. I've never played part 2. Played part 1, and I thought it was cool. So I'm gonna have to jump into this another day, see what this one's about. Next up, got Caesar's Palace 2. Never played this game. A friend of mine told me it was pretty cool. Another one of those games just to pass by the time. And of course it looks pretty cool because you didn't need too many graphics into a gambling game. I mean, it's pretty basic, you know, cards, dice, and other stuff like that. Not too hard to make, you know, as far as graphics go. Next two, you have Twisted Metal 3 and Bug Riders. Bug Riders, I have never played before. Never played it. Don't know what it's about. Looked interesting, so I decided to pick it up. And of course, you guys know, everybody knows Twisted Metal. I mean, the classic shooter driving game. I mean, what can you say about Twisted Metal? I would love to see a new Twisted Metal with the new gen. I mean, it would be pretty cool to me. Next up, we got Tekken 2, and we got Driver. Tekken 2 was a very hard game for me. I remember playing it as a kid. I just remember it being very hard, but very entertaining as well. Driver, classic. And, you know, I tried to go back and play Driver a couple of days ago. I used to play it a lot as a kid. I couldn't even do it. It was just too difficult to me. I don't know how I played it back then. The graphics does not stand up definitely till today. So yeah, I had a hard time playing Driver. Some games are easy to go back to, some aren't, but that one definitely wasn't for me. Next two, we have Who Wants to Be a Millionaire 2nd edition and Driver 2. Driver 2 I actually played more of than 1. Again, it still does not hold up today. I tried going back and playing it, and I was just like, man, I don't see how I played this game back then. But back then, that was the graphics. That's what it was, you know. And it was on a double disc as well. This game was on a double disc. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Never played it. Have not played it yet. Should be interesting. I mean, I used to watch the show as a kid, you know. So should be interesting. I'm gonna probably give this game a try soon. Next two, we have Siphon Filter and Die Hard Trilogy 2. I'm a huge Die Hard fan. I have every movie. I just got through picking up a Blu-ray set on Die Hard not too long ago. And like I said, I'm a huge fan of Die Hard, Bruce Willis. The games are very entertaining because they use a lot of the dialogue that he did in the games. In the movies. And as a matter of fact, I have it right here. This is the Die Hard collection, and I have the other one separately. But yeah, man, very funny, very entertaining, and gotta love Bruce Willis. Siphon Filter, I remember playing it as a kid, loved it, man. It was just It was different for its time. It does not stand up to today. I tried to play it and I really couldn't get back into it. Die Hard, it stands up to today. You can go back and hop into that anytime you want, and it's pretty good. Next up, I believe I told you guys, I'm a huge Grand Theft Auto fan, and I have different variations. I think I've said it on every video because I have a lot for PS2, original Xbox, and everything else. So I'm just going to pull these out right here. That's Grand Theft Auto 1. This is Grand Theft Auto 1 and Grand Theft Auto London. This is Grand Theft Auto 2. This is Grand Theft Auto London by itself. This is Grand Theft Auto 2, The Greatest Hits. So like I was telling you guys in the other videos, like I have the greatest hits, I have the originals, I have a triple pack, a double pack. I have every variation of every Grand Theft Auto game. And this is the complete Grand Theft Auto PS1 collection, collector's edition. So all three of them are in there. It's 1, 2, and London. So like I was telling you guys, I'm a huge fan, so I own every different kind of variation. A lot of Grand Theft Auto games. I believe they're the most I have out of any game collection outside of wrestling. I think I have a lot of wrestling games as well. Moving on, have the game Contender, and I have March Madness 98. This one has Tim Duncan on the cover. He just retired this year, so wow, it's pretty cool to have it. I forgot he was even on that cover. Never played the March Madness 98. I used to play them back in the day. And I've never played Contender, so if any of you guys played any of these, let me know what you think of them. That's pretty cool to have this game. Like I said, being that Tim Duncan just retired this year. It's pretty cool. Next up, Pro Pinball, Big Race USA, and Superstar Dance Club #1 hits. Never played neither one. I think I must have got these at a thrift store for some change. So, yeah, I have no idea what these games are about. This one's a pinball machine game, I know, and this one, I have no idea. It looks like some kind of karaoke. You got to go with the, like the X square, kind of like Parappa the Rapper, I guess, but you got to just press, like, different buttons and try to make them dance, I guess. Moving along, have In the Zone 99 and Pitfall 3D Beyond the Jungle. Never played neither one of these. I think I might have played In the Zone a long time ago. Don't remember. But, yeah, Pitfall 3D. I haven't played this Pitfall. I played the other old school Pitfall games. Haven't played these at all. Might give them a try this week, since I now have the my original PS3 that plays PS1, 2, and 3 hooked up. So I might give them a try. Next two, I have a import Japanese game, and I have Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter. Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter is one of my favorite games of all time. Classic beat 'em up. This one is not like Marvel vs. Capcom in the sense to where it's like a 2-on-2, 3-on-3. This one is a 1-on-1, but you have an assist. So it's still basically a 1-on-1 game, but you have a little assist from your little extra character you pick. And this game is called Guyford. It's not open. I haven't even opened it. It's a Japanese game, like I said, and I don't have a Japanese PS1 or PS3 that's backwards compatible. I'll be looking to getting one of those in the future. So, haven't tried these out yet. And last but not least, I have right here is One Piece Grand Battles 2. I've never played this game. Like I said, I would love to. I've been getting into my One Piece lately. Would love to play it. It's a Japanese import as well. It looks like it's like a Street Fighter kind of game with just with One Piece characters. So, yeah, I haven't played it. Really interested in giving it a try, though. It seems pretty cool. Well, guys, that's it for now. Let me do a little overview of what I have. And also up here, let me just say quickly, this is a Secret Codes. It works for PlayStation, PlayStation 2, Game Boy Advance, Nintendo DS, GameCube, and original Xbox. And it has PSP. I got this for like $1. So it's cool to have. I mean, these are old school, man. You don't really see these no more, secret codes, because a lot of these new games don't have codes anymore. So, or if you use the codes, you won't get achievements or stuff like that. So, makes no sense to even really use codes anymore. There's a little overview. And again, guys, if there's something else you want to see in my collection, feel free to let me know, and I'll go over it for you. You can hit me up on here. Remember, like, comment, and subscribe. And Instagram, again, it's at King Mike D Games. I'm going to have it in my description. It's at KINGMIKED GAMES. You guys can hit me up anytime. I'll get back to you ASAP. You guys have a good one, and peace out.